Okay guys, I'm back and we now have Ubuntu 10.10 fully installed in a virtual machine. It took me a little longer than I expected because I was trying to install the VirtualBox Guest Edition so I could make this full resolution. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like that's going to be all that possible, so we'll just have to make do, I'm afraid. Anyhow, this is the 10.10 desktop. As I say, as you can see, it's still using the same theme. Can't remember what the theme's called. Let's just go to System, Preferences, Appearance, which is still there, look. Ambience, yeah. So it's still using the ambience theme. However, there's a couple of other themes here available, like Clearlocks, a bit ugly if you ask me. Dust, Sand, and then there's the high contrast ones, and Lord knows why you'd want to use them unless you had a Radiance. Now that's the light version of Ambience, but let's keep it to the default for now. We also have here our usual envelope icon where we can set up our chat, mail and Gwibber accounts. Me menu is pretty much identical to how it's always been, apart from there's no picture thing there, you can't seem to choose your avatar. So it looks like they might have taken a feature or two out there, if anything, unless it uses the chat like the instant messenger avatar, but I don't know, I'm unsure of that. Places, let's just open, well, as you can see here, hopefully you can see it. Let's just zoom in a little few there, look. They've updated the home icon, and like, you know, a couple of other icons I think they've updated and changed a little, so let's go to home. The buttons and icons look slightly different, but otherwise it's pretty much the same layout as version 10.04. I know this uses a new version of GNOME, I believe the latest version. Anyway, accessories, accessories, calculator. Well, as you can see here, the calculator's been updated a little bit, the widget style is different. Character map, disk usage analyzer, manage print, take screenshots, your usual terminal, text editor. VirtualBox is actually installed here, open source edition, which I find interesting. I don't know if that's something, I don't know whether it just seems to have installed it automatically. That might have been while I was trying to install the guest editions. Games, IOWrite, Solitaire, G-Brainy, Mahjong Tiles, Mines, Quadra Puzzle or whatever, Sudoku, graphics, comes with OpenOffice Drawing, well the entire OpenOffice suite in fact, Shotwell Photo Manager instead of FSpot, and Simple Scan Utility, Internet, Empathy, Instant Messenger, Evolution, Firefox, Gwibber, well that's pretty much the same. Office, you've got your OpenOffice suite, sound and video, sound recorder, Rhythm Box, this pt.2 thing, movie player, Browsero. So basically, pretty much the same, just a few UI tweaks here and there, for the better or for the worse. I don't know, as I say, I mean I think some of it looks a bit flashier and stuff. The new GNOME, it's good that they're using that. But otherwise there isn't much for me to comment on. They haven't changed that much. Open a software center. Get new software now. What we can do is browse the different categories here. Unfortunately, the window doesn't fit brilliantly. There we go. Featured GNOME Do. That's the featured one, and it's quite popular. What else? Firewall, LifeReader, Feed Reader, never used. Deja Do, I don't know. Some game I think. Audacity, Pingus, game, another game, PDF mod, FreeServe, Home Bank, Cheese, Getting Things GNOME, Soho, something or other. Media Center, Frozen Bubble, good little game there, Vista Transcoder. Well, as you can see, you can browse through them at your own leisure. You can choose from your little categories here, for example, Internet, chat, file sharing, mail, so let's say web browsers, and then you can look through the web browsers here. Now the one I recommend, the one I'd want to use is Chromium. So let's click that. You can select more info if you want more info on it, although it's not necessary. You can get language packages as an extra add-on as well, although if you're English speaking you probably won't need that. Install, put your password in, and then basically it says installing. Now it might appear to take a while, but what it's doing is it's downloading the software and then installing. If we go to the in progress here, you can see more detailed progress. Now it's downloading pretty slow, but bear in mind that this version 10.10 has only just been released today, so the servers are going to be absolutely hammered. Which is why I did take some real consideration as to whether I was going to actually film this today. But yeah, I am going to film it today. It's going to be in 2 parts. First part's already recorded, second part is what you're watching now. And there we go. We have Chromium installed. So now, if I look in applications, internet, there it is, Chromium web browser. Start it up, make Chromium default, let me say. Start Chromium, keep Google's default search engine, yeah, that's fine by me. Use a maximised window. Yes, I'm not sure about the border because it doesn't fit in perfectly well. Let's see if I can do anything about that. Options. Use a new home page. Well, show home button. Where are we? Personal stuff. Appearance. Just using GTK theme at the moment. That's a classic theme. GTK theme. Yeah, there ain't really much I can do with that. But I ain't gonna bother customizing it at the moment anyway. Anyway, this is Chromium, runs just from pretty much the same as Google Chrome. It's kind of open source, so this is. I believe it works a little better on Linux, or at least it has done in my experience. So let's try bring up a web page, shall we? Let's bring up YouTube. There we go. YouTube's just there. And there we go. Very fast loading. It's recognised that I'm in the United Kingdom there. Okay, now here's an issue. The whole thing won't fit in, unfortunately, and it doesn't scale down. Now let's see. Let's search for me. Search for my videos then. Put J800R into the search. I'm on speaker test. Follow me on Twitter. That was my latest one. No need for Windows Part 1 Office productivity. Now let's see if we can get YouTube.
Hi guys, this is second attempt on this video as I went a little over time, over the 15-minute limit. Last time I attempted this, so sorry it's a bit rushed this time, but I'm going to try and rush through it a bit more to make.
Well, it looks like it's on a bit of a go slow on this virtual machine, so it looks like VirtualBox doesn't seem to like.
A bit more to make sure I fit it all into the video episode.
It doesn't like version 10.10.
This is going to be part of a little mini series, basic.
But that is just VirtualBox, I believe, being an arsehole basically. So don't worry about that. But as you can see, because I clicked that checkbox during install in my part 1 in my installation video, I have Flash support out of the box, which is fantastic. And just to test, let's see if it works in Firefox to make sure it's not just a Chromium thing. Wait for it to finish loading up. Now, I'd recommend for you guys, if you want to try this out, run it from the live CD, try it out on live CD, and then install it. Install it to a separate partition. Try it out fully installed, rather than through a virtual machine like this. Because virtual machines are great for little video demos and stuff like that, like this. But otherwise, you won't get the full performance benefits. Okay, so I've just opened Firefox. Let's try YouTube in Firefox then, shall we? Get it running. Yeah, okay. J800R. I'll test it with the same video, so no. Well, follow me on Twitter. Yep. Yeah. There we go. Let's run it.
Hi guys, this is second attempt on this video as I went
As
a
you can
little
see, it's
over time,
on a
over
bit of a
15
go
minute
slow.
limit. Last time I attempted this, so I'm sorry if
But that's but as I
rushed this time,
But as I said, that's most likely due to VirtualBox, so I wouldn't say that's anything for you to worry about, because I've noticed a bit of slowdown on here anyway. But otherwise, because I clicked that checkbox during install, Flash and everything, and free support and whatnot seems to work out of the box. It seems like it might have installed the full restricted extras. So during install, I highly recommend that everyone click that checkbox, because I guarantee you, as an average consumer, you'll all want the restricted extras. Otherwise, you won't get anything out of Ubuntu, basically. I don't know really what else to show you, basically. I've shown you installing software. Everything else seems pretty much the same. I mean, look, let's open Rhythmbox. Oh, this is something new, by the way. If you look, you've got the normal volume here, but if we open Rhythmbox now, sound video, Rhythmbox music player, wait for it to open. There we go. And the default displays the Ubuntu One music store, which is actually run by 7 Digital. Now, if we go to click the volume icon again, as you see, you've got a couple of Rhythmbox controls here, which might be useful. Might have been useful if you have it running but minimized. You can access your controls here then, but to my knowledge, you were at least, unless it's changed, because it doesn't look like it's coming up now, but you were able to minimize it to the tray here, system tray here, and I did much prefer that. So I've only given it a brief overview and a very brief look, basically, because appearance-wise and feature-wise, or software-wise, etc., it doesn't seem to have changed that much since version 10.04. But some of the changes I'm not sure about. I'm not sure whether they've actually made improvements. And considering there's been a bit of hype over the next version, a lot of people waiting with bated breath for version 10.10, I don't know really whether the wait was all that much worth it. The new installer is fantastic, but otherwise, guys, because 10.04 is actually a long-term support version, and because you might only get a bit of extra flashiness with upgrading to 10.10, which you could probably achieve using the likes of Compiz and everything. And because 10.04 has been around for longer now, so there's better support for it, it's bound to be a little less buggy now. I would advise personally sticking, unless you want to be on the absolute cutting edge and you're not afraid of a couple of bugs, I would advise sticking with version 10.04 for now. Because 10.10, it's, to be honest, it doesn't seem like it's worth upgrading to me. But that's just my personal opinion. Anyway, we'll leave it at that because there's not really much more I can go over with it, as I say. Am I impressed? Not so much. I was very impressed with the release of version 10.04 Lucid Links, but Maverick Meerkat, so far, it doesn't seem to be doing it for me. That could be because I'm now a Mac user and say after using OS 10, I don't know. But I don't think so. I'm open-minded. I appreciate all OSs. And to me, I still prefer Lucid to Maverick. Like, on this first look at least. So, yeah. This is J800R. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video.